My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, 8. I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister.
Yeah.
This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts got the green light as a starter from the Philly organization and took really good steps as the next in line of mobile quarterbacks in the city, following names like Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb, and Randall Cunningham. He led the team in all quarterbacks in the NFL in rushing, and he took Philadelphia to the postseason while throwing for over 3,000 yards.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's Hurts to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll run it. Here's Cook, and he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the second quarter.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Cousins on first down.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First down, here's Cousins.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Very nice catch there by Justin Jefferson, one of the best receivers in the game after just 2 seasons in the league. As a rookie, 2nd team All-Pro, and then in his 2nd year, was 2nd in the league in yardage. This guy continues to grow and get better with every game. Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll throw again. Cousins.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
His throw incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Hurts. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
.42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They start the drive with Cook.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Cousins.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Hurts trying to hurry up the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He finds his tight end, and I think the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From just shy of midfield, Hurts, quick slant to Brown. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Following the interception, Cousins out to his left. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a hard-fought battle to this point. 7-0 is the score, with neither offense really able to get on track. But let's not waste any time. We'll get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On second down, it's Cook again. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 59 yards. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. It's a second down run with Sanders. And not a whole lot to speak of there, as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Jordan Hicks, his second sack of the night.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. From just shy of midfield, Cousins, Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
To throw is Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson, and the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Joseph now to have the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here comes Rager. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins on the move to his left. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Off the play fake, Cousins steps away. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Hurts, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Push him back. Push him back.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Play action now. Cousins.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that's complete to Sanders. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. From the 35 on 2nd down, Hurts steps away to his left. Hurts fumbles it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So as it turns out, a two-play drive resulting in the field goal. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.